What do you know about privileged access? In the not-so-distant past, only IT admin users required privileged access, which included the use of a handful of accounts such as the Windows admin or the Unix root. But today, almost any user can be privileged under certain conditions. This can be a developer who has access to source code that can easily impact the organization production environment and therefore represent high risk. It can be a third-party vendor that needs access to corporate resources from remote. And it can also be a workforce team member that has access to a financial system with high privileges. So, privilege is basically everywhere now. All these types of privileged access present a high risk to the organization, and therefore require a high level of security controls, including the ability to fully control, monitor, and audit user activity when working with high-risk or sensitive company assets. Here are some numbers to illustrate the size of the problem. An average end user has access to more than 10 business applications, many of which contain sensitive or privileged data. 80% of organizations report employee misuse or abuse of access to these applications. And nearly half of the organizations said they have limited ability to view user logs and audit user activity. To help your organization secure access to critical business applications, you can now use Secure Web Sessions, or SWS for short. So, what is Secure Web Sessions? CyberArk SWS is a cloud-based service that gives customers the ability to record and monitor user activity within web applications. With SWS, customers can also enable continuous authentication that monitors user behavior patterns and enforces re-authentication when anomalous activity is detected. Lastly, web applications protected by SWS are protected from malicious processes originating on endpoints. This solution is ideal for companies that use a range of SSO-enabled web applications that contain sensitive data. These can be HR management systems, various types of CRM applications such as Salesforce, payroll applications, and many others. Let's take a closer look at each of the SWS security layers that you can apply to your end users. The first layer is step recording. This feature allows you to record and monitor screenshots of all actions taken by specific end users within protected web applications. By protected applications, we mean those that have been enabled to be recorded. SWS will only capture the specified applications and ignore other tabs opened in the user's browser window. SWS will also notify the user when a session begins recording and when it ends. These controls ensure that the privacy of your end users is protected. To capture all end user actions, SWS use a stepper approach. This means that at each step in a sequence of actions taken by the user, like mouse click or keystrokes, a screenshot of the end user's browser is triggered, together with associated metadata. This method fragments the recording to easily locate relevant actions. All recordings are encrypted and can only be viewed by authorized administrators and auditors. The second security layer is continuous authentication. This feature was developed to prevent unauthorized application access by detecting anomalous user behavior. For example, when the end user steps away from their machine during a session, leaving sensitive information exposed to others, SWS detects this immediately because of the mobile device location change, and the web session is automatically locked. To continue the session, the user simply needs to scan the triggered browser prompt using their mobile device with the CyberArk mobile app, requiring a biometric authentication. This security control is highly effective in making sure only authorized users can access your critical applications. The third and the last security layer is session protection. This layer includes various capabilities that provide client-side protection for the user's sensitive session. Here are a few protection examples that you can add at the browser level. Blocking downloads from the web application to prevent malware infection. Blocking access to clipboard to prevent copy-paste errors or intentional exfiltration of sensitive data. Protecting and isolating the user's third-party web sessions. Note that there are additional capabilities provided in this layer that require integration with CyberArk Endpoint Privilege Manager solution. As you can see, with CyberArk SWS, you can gain visibility into every action your users take within protected web applications. Ensure sessions are not left unattended, and prevent users from downloading or copying sensitive data. In the coming modules, we are going to explore the solution in detail. We will understand the user flow when accessing a protected application and see what happens behind the scenes. We will also learn about the steps taken during the initial launch of the solution, become familiar with the system structure and UI, and of course, learn how to perform various administrative activities on the system. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.